Okay guys, here we are, 24th of August. We're going to look at the strengths of the market, see if we can find an asset to trade. And we're also going to look at the economic calendar, and I'll do a quick flash on the asset of the week, which the group have chosen as cable. So let's jump straight into it. I do this every morning for the squad. I get it out before 8 o'clock. So the setup for the day, and if it's public, comes out about 10. So every member gets it. So do look at the join. There's a little button just at the bottom. So let's have a look. So the movers and shakers are the Aussie has shifted up the most from the last data sample. And the CAD, well, the CAD's just fell off the cliff, to be honest. It's had a real hard time of things. But the market in general is having a hard time of things. We can see that up here. None of my base assets are there, and my base assets is Euro, Pound, USD. So the asset of the week, which the squad are looking at, is cable. So today's going to be tough, but today is Monday. Monday morning is a nightmare to start with. It's not a good time. It's a good time to set up, but it's not a good time to trade. Of the majors, the Euro JPY has been pulled out because this section here, they move regardless of strength. So why is it the best? Well, you can see there is a separation here, and they're going in opposite directions. Now, the euro is having a hard time of things. It's losing ground drastically, as is the pound. But let's work our way through the assets. So the first asset I look at is euro dollar. Well, euro is losing ground tremendously. It's losing a lot of ground here, and the dollar is gaining ground. It's still in the middle, so it's not quite there to push it, but there's big signs that it's putting pressure on the euro. Now, a similar story is happening with the pound, but not as brutal. But looking at this, the pound is probably looking to be selling. Now, this morning, and I'll show you why, sells is on the horizon this morning. So I'd be more inclined for a sell this morning than I would for anything else. So assets wise, there isn't any. If I was going to go indices, I'd probably be looking at, well, looking at this, the pound hasn't moved anywhere. The euro's pushing down, which will push the DAX up. So I'll be looking at probably the DAX, because you want the widest separation. So the lower down that is, or the higher that is, the better. If it's in the middle, a little bit tough. Okay. So let's have a look, see what the news has to say. So we'll get ourselves onto that. Flick it onto the right day, the 24th. We don't look at any low level news. No point. And what have we got? Well, what do you know? Next to out. All we've got today is a very medium news, which is later on. And if we took that out, we don't have anything. So we're looking at a completely technical day today. And this is one of the best things that I like to see, because technical days means there's no news that's going to affect what's going on. Now, as to the market itself pushing down, what we can clearly see, there's a general trend that it's going to push itself down over. Why is that? We have general direction moving down. We've definitely got momentum moving down, but look at this. This has gone itself into a range. It's coming off the top of said range, so it'll pull down. So into this level is in and around roughly where I think this might want to go. Now, you can look at this a little bit more, and you can go, well, there was a big drive here, which ran for a couple of hours, pushed up, and where did it turn? Bang on the 161, which is a key turning point. It's pushed down. It's stalling at 127. So, yes, bottom of this Bollinger Band into this level. Now, it's not a huge move that. It's only 5 or 6 pips into there. But once it breaks that level, there's a clear run down into this. Because the actual move, if we push this up to the top, puts the 50% down here somewhere. But we put it to where it actually started originally, which is there. So if that breaks this level here, which lines in with this cluster, is bang on the cards. Will it get there? It's got reasonable amount of room to get down. So yeah, I think that there's about as far as it's going to go. But for me, sells is the way forward on this morning. The caveat is it's Monday morning. Anything could happen, and it possibly will. It's currently around 7:30 in the morning. Things could change throughout the morning. But for me, my base is going to be selling. So if I'm looking to sell at 9 o'clock, unless something's drastically changed, I'll see if I can get 5, 6, 10 pips per hour out of this asset. Okay, guys, catch you soon.